A lot of people in our world today, especially in the Western world and in the educated world that most of us seem to live in, we have trouble, for understandable reasons, with the word God. And so I'm just going to offer a different word in this context. Let's think of God as reality, but reality with a face, so you can relate to it, so you can have an I-thou relationship with it. Now, if reality is the greatest ally of God, or another word for God even, then reality, it has a really hard word for us right now, and one that there's apparently no island we can fly to get away from. It's upon us all. It's nothing we have ever experienced in our lifetime. The pandemic. And we've all heard the statistics. By the time you hear this, I'm sure it's going to be much, much higher. But if reality is the way God speaks to us, then I can see why Jesus and seemingly Carl Jung speak of necessary suffering. That the way to enter into reality is through suffering that cannot be avoided. Jung adds to the message that if you try to avoid it, you will bring upon yourself 10 times more suffering as your life goes on. So reality is offering us some necessary suffering right now. I don't know any way to soften the message. Maybe you or I aren't going to get the virus, but it seems reasonable to expect that we're all going to know somebody. We already do, probably. So the world is filled with the same kind of fear right now. Will it be me? Will it be my children? Will it be my parents? How bad will it be? This will be most of the suffering, not knowing. And if it does reach our door, then the necessary suffering of saying yes to it, and then we'll say, why me? I'm sure I would. So the wisdom is the necessity of necessary suffering. Sounds like a redundant phrase. And the way God primarily speaks to us is through reality. More than the Bible. I'm not against the Bible, but God was speaking through reality before the Bible was ever written. And not through church documents, which only came around relatively lately compared to the eternal Word of God. We use that phrase piously, the eternal Word, but we don't really believe it. We believe the Word just started 2,000 years ago. And the eternal Word has been speaking since the beginning of time. And it's speaking to us now in a way that none of us expected. And none of us are enjoying, to be honest.